Hi, everyone. Welcome to Unapologetic Radio, where I share my thoughts and opinions. But on this show, I will be bringing you some clips of information I have seen pertaining to the topic exercising the Fair Use Act. If you do not like my show, please move on. If you like my show, hit that like button and subscribe so that you will receive the notifications of any new shows. If you like my show and want to support, my Cash App is in the description. So I wanted to find the best and the clearest information for you about the Trump and the South Africa meeting. You know, we really could live in peace if we wanted to, but we have this select group of individuals that like to play the game of chess with our lives, and the people are the game pieces. Instead of focusing on your own nations only, this game started with one race, the white race, wanting everything that everyone else was blessed with. I want you to listen to these clips.
Of agriculture to the United States of America at a very low tax price or none at AGOA. So South Africa makes a lot of revenue through that. South Africa exports cars, BMWs, Mercedes that are produced in Eastern Cape. Yeah, these are Mercedes produced in South Africa, C-Class, that are usually sold in America. Should all of that be thrown away just because Africans want freedom? Let's go.
And a number of other sectors that make machines, and the mining sector, where we sell critical minerals to the United States, would be adversely affected if the relations were not straightened out. So it was to this end that we were motivated to reset that relationship. The second objective was to set up a process of engagement between the United States and South Africa. There had hitherto been a process of disengaging, where we were no longer really engaging at a government level.
Okay, now remember, the United States of America expulsed or sent back the South African ambassador to the US because he made a comment. This is what he said.
I think what Donald Trump is launching is an assault on incumbency, those who are in power.
So he made a comment saying Trump's policy is not to make sure. So yeah, we don't agree with him. And America was very angry and sent him back. And there was literally no communication between the United States of America and South Africa. The communication was being made on Twitter. So this is a way to reset that so we can find again a way to engage with each other. Let's go.
To deal with issues that governments normally deal with on an ongoing basis. And we wanted to engage on tariffs, on investments, and related matters. And the third objective was to discuss the G20 and to highlight the important role that a country like the United States, which is the largest economy in the world, plays in the activities of the G20, which we are so deeply immersed in and having the responsibility of leading.
Okay, remember, South African organizes G20, to which Donald Trump promised not to attend, okay, because of the relationship South Africa has right now with Russia. And should the South African be bullied? No, absolutely not. Now, should the South African president try to find a way to make things easy diplomatically so that the country, the citizen, the people, the mothers, the children don't suffer directly from the American impact? That's a very good question that I would like you to answer. Let's go.
And that it's important for the United States to engage with the G20 process and ultimately to entice the leader of the United States to come to the Leaders Summit at the end of the year. So broadly, those were our objectives. And there could be a fourth one, which would be just the promotion of investment.
So, because the deals that pay nothing, South Africa is going to indulge the bullshit from Trump. God says he prepares a table for you in the presence of thy enemies. But did that mean to invite them to the table? But publicly or politically, I can understand Ramaphosa. He is in a tight situation. But then again, I can't. I would have to look into this a little deeper because I read somewhere that these bills are not attached to an amount and that South Africa doesn't see any real money from them. It's kind of like South Africa is a slave to the United States. But I will dig further, or if you want to share some information with me about this, please do. My email is in the description. Remember, this is my personal opinion, and disrespect will not be tolerated on my channel. If you do not like it, please move on. Now, if you like my show, hit that like button, subscribe. My Cash App is in the description below.
Trump initially said, I'm not coming to G20 events because of the situation with South Africa.
But the South African situation is very, very dangerous and very bad for a lot of people.
And now, after the trip that has been done by President Ramaphosa, Trump will come. Do you feel like Mr. Ramaphosa has bent over for Donald Trump? Or do you feel like Mr. Ramaphosa has made a sacrifice that a leader should make for his people? Maybe temporarily. Let's go.
Companies and South African companies in each other's economies. So we do believe that we achieved those objectives. The engagement with the American government has started. Soon after we left Washington, the engagement has now commenced, and there are discussions that are happening in relation to tariffs, in relation to investments, and we believe that we have reset the relationship despite what we could have seen on television. We were able to have a much more meaningful discussion and meeting with President Trump and his representatives during the quiet room where we had lunch together and had meaningful exchanges on a number of issues. And we do believe that the engagement will continue through the G20 process.
Okay, now I want to know how you feel about this. How do the Russians feel after being very good friends with South Africa for a long time? Do they understand what's happening? Number two, don't you think perhaps Mr. Ramaphosa has had a phone call, a long one with Vladimir Putin to make him understand his moves before you get angry at him? Number three, let me know, do you think he's going against the roots that most African people, Pan-Africanists, people that want to cut off ties completely with the West? Or do you think Mr. Ramaphosa has to do what he has to do?
Okay, he has some good questions. Make sure you guys check him out. But all in all, this is turning into a shit show. Why, I ask? Is it so hard to focus solely on the land that was given? Leave people alone. If the same races want to congregate in a specific region, let them. I see a lot of greed going on. There will be more to come, but I wanted to share this with you guys because I thought it was a clearer insight into the mess going on. Well, thank you for your support and for listening. If you would like to support the channel, the Cash App is in the description below. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video. Tell all your family, friends, and coworkers all about Unapologetic Radio. Until next time, be blessed.